This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Shanta. Shanta is an entertainer, but she also loves to be entertained, which is why she has Flow TV brought to her through Flow's 100% fiber to the home network. It's great for busy Shanta because she can control the time she watches her favorite shows, play back from the start in case she missed it, or even record with cloud video recording. And with her Flow services bundle, enjoys much more for much less. Visit any Flow retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
This is the Barbados Today morning news for Monday, October 10. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary Claire Williams. A new plan to improve the island's waste collection is expected to take effect today. It will see the Sanitation Service Authority outsourcing garbage collection to private waste haulers in 4 parishes: St. Philip, St. Peter, St. Lucie and St. John. The interim head of the Waste Haulers Association of Barbados, Charles Reid, confirmed to Barbados Today that as far as he was aware, everything is in place to go ahead. The program is expected to run for 6 months, and waste haulers will be paid $411 per hour for 8 hours a day, 3 days a week. That's a cost of approximately $1 million to the SSA. But workers are reportedly unhappy with the plan and are questioning whether government will be able to pay the private haulers when it cannot provide uniforms or a pay increase. When contacted last night, the general manager of the SSA, Rosalind Knight, told Barbados Today she had no comment on the matter. Meanwhile, the workers' bargaining agent, the National Union of Public Workers, has called its members to a public meeting tomorrow to discuss their concerns.
We understand that these private companies will be paid around $5 million, which we contend could have been used to buy 10 additional trucks. Meanwhile, SSA loaders and drivers are coming to work and are not being given the necessary tools or resources to work with. For example, additional trucks or protective equipment. Every year, government allocates money to purchase trucks. And to date, we have not been able to see a wheel. $5 million for private companies to collect garbage. Yet SSA and other public servants are still awaiting a salary increase, which we will get. What is going to happen after the program is finished? Each and every one of us must answer ourselves this question.
NUPW President Akani McDowell says the move is tantamount to privatizing the social service to the detriment of the workers. And the project is getting the thumbs up from Transport and Works Minister Michael Lashley. He told a meeting of the St. James South DLP branch last night that there is nothing wrong with engaging private contractors in certain government projects. Lashley made reference to the garbage disposal while announcing that private contractors have been invited to tender for several road improvement projects around the island.
We have the issue with garbage. And it is not the best of economic times. So we have the private sector who they're willing to participate in a partnership with the government. They have the trucks. They're going to maintain the trucks. We don't have to worry about buying parts. Under the contractual process, then yes, to me, we've tried it with the taxi project and it's working very well. We've asked the private sector to come on board with us to assist us in some routes, and we're going to expand it.
In other news this morning, Prime Minister Freundel Stuart has announced plans to launch a rum expansion program. One of the aims is to encourage expansion of the market share of local brands in the hospitality sector. Stuart made the announcement on the weekend at Mount Gay's launch of a special edition in observance of the 50th anniversary celebrations.
The expansion program consists of 3 components. The geographic Federation of Barbados' rum, supported by Barbados Rum Mark, which becomes a certifying seal of approval. The development of a strategic repositioning of the industry to incrementally convert bulk rum to primarily branded rum, and an ongoing promotional campaign in the tourism sector to secure Barbados rum brands as a spirit of choice across hotels and bars. Barbados rum is unique. No other spirit can boast of such a rich and diverse heritage.
One church leader is raising concern over the negative societal changes which he said are present in Barbados. The General Bishop of the Pentecostal Assemblies of the West Indies, Dr. Pat Glasgow, was addressing the body's 100th anniversary celebrations on the weekend. He said the church must not turn a blind eye to what is happening.
Change is around us. We are living in a world that is changing so fast. There is change in attitudes. In fact, Paul noted in Timothy that men in the last days, perilous times will come, for men shall be lovers. And he goes on and give a list of things that will happen. Some terrible days we are living in. And whereas it was perceived that many years ago those things only used to happen in New York, and then it moved to Jamaica, and of course it moved to Trinidad, it's also coming in Barbados. It's right here. Murder rate is going up. Drug trade is taking over. And so change is around us. And we cannot, as a church, put our heads down in the sand and say, well, it really is not affecting us. No, it's affecting us now.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
What Maisie, this Christmas will be the best Belgian Christmas for we. Maisie, it is all because Republic Bank just like Santa Claus. Maisie, fix up the kitchen and a new TV we get in. A special time to commemorate. Republic will help you celebrate.
Get ready to celebrate 50 years of independence right through to the best Bajan Christmas ever with a Make It Happen loan of up to $50,000 from Republic Bank. Give your home a good old Bajan spooser, buy some new furniture and appliances, or take an after-holiday trip to visit loved ones over and away. You could also be one of our lucky winners to share in fabulous prizes. Just visit any branch to apply. Go to republicbarbados.com or call us at 227-2700. We're also available via Skype and FaceTime. Special conditions apply.
In Bajan style, it will be great with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
We're back now with news from the region. Haiti is in mourning for the residents who were killed by Hurricane Matthew last week. At least 900 people are believed to have died when the powerful storm devastated the south of the country. The government says tens of thousands of homes have been destroyed and approximately 350,000 people need aid. Officials are also concerned about the spread of cholera. At least 13 people have died from the disease since the passage of Matthew as sewage and floodwaters mix. Crops were destroyed in the storm, causing fears of inadequate food supplies. And authorities in the Bahamas are seeking shelters for 70% of residents of one community on the island of Andros as they continue to assess the damage caused by Hurricane Matthew. The islands of Andros, New Providence, and Grand Bahama were the worst affected. The director of the National Emergency Management Agency, Captain Stephen Russell, says housing, food, and water are among the greatest needs at this time. He also says as many as 950 utility poles have been downed, and it could be up to 2 weeks before electricity is restored to the affected areas. We get more from ZNS Network News, which has been visiting some of the hard-hit communities.
We started our trek in the west from Cable Beach. A domino effect of downed trees was the dominant feature.
This was devastating. I've never seen wind, driving wind, with such momentum.
From the Cable Beach strip, we moved into the quiet community of Gambier Village.
We had a lot of breeze and everything, but we were able to stand outside on the porch right to the door and watch as everything happened.
Was it scary watching that?
No.
You've been through storms before? Do you think that this was the worst one you've ever been through?
So far.
Why do you say that?
Because of the amount of trees that came down. The last few hurricanes that we had bad, we never had trees come down like that.
And on the international scene, Hurricane Matthew has since been downgraded to a Category 1 storm, but not before pounding several areas in the U.S. In North Carolina, one family has been rescued after being stranded on top of their car as a result of flooding caused by Matthew. Video shows the car almost completely submerged in the water. And that's news this morning. Remember, there's more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Or you can tune into Channel 99 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news. I am Marie Claire Williams. Good morning.